This is the time of year when, if you're not jumping into rivers or eating a few burgers at the ballpark, there's nothing more fun than a trip to the CAGES. The real ones, though. Not this one. This is the CAGES Pro-Style Batting Practice for the Nintendo Wii, a game that claims to be built from the most lifelike batting motions possible, but really strips batting of most of its realism and instead concentrates it into a game of timing. And sometimes, luck. The CAGES Pro-Style Batting Practice is exactly what the title suggests, a game which attempts to recreate batting practice. Across a handful of unique gameplay modes, the premise is essentially the same. A pitching machine tosses BP, and using the Wii Remote, you take your cuts and drive them all over the field. An empty, vacant field. Obviously, the problem is that there just isn't much to this concept. Indeed, the CAGES is even thinner than the baseball game in Wii Sports in many respects, and a lot less fun. Your only respite from basic batting practice is a multiplayer game a lot like the aforementioned Wii Sports, only without the fielders and with the addition of colored panels scattered across the diamond, which offer either extra bases or instant outs. Sometimes you'll crush a ball into the stands, but if it passes through an out panel, you get robbed. It's a lot of fun, especially if you're playing with a friend, and it's definitely the highlight of the CAGES. But otherwise, from the game's other multiplayer modes to its free-play single-player mode, things don't really change at all. You just take pitches, swing away, and play until you're done. Apart from the desire to boost your batting average or your home run totals, which the game tracks on a statistics page, there isn't much incentive to keep you swinging. But the CAGES tries to fix that by offering modest goals as you progress through free play. It starts by challenging you to hit 5 fastballs, for example, and once you've completed that goal, you unlock the curveball, and your goal changes as well. And as you complete more changes, you unlock new pitches, which you can then add to your pitching machine's pitch selection, and it becomes pretty customizable the more you play and the more you unlock. But still, the only things that change in the CAGES are the pitches. And it's not long before swinging the lumber gets a bit tiresome, especially when the swinging itself feels so unsatisfying. You get that tinny high school sound of an aluminum bat when you make contact, instead of the fulfilling big league sound of a wooden bat. And sometimes swinging feels like it's based on luck as much as timing, because you frequently swing right through pitches until you just happen to connect. To its credit, the game does support the Wii's Motion Plus controller add-on, which makes your on-screen swing much more faithful to your real-life swing. Playing with Motion Plus makes this a whole different game, as making contact with pitches becomes a product of more variables, including the elevation and the follow-through of your swing with the Wii Remote. Motion Plus adds a lot to the CAGES, but it does make you wish a real pitcher with human motions were throwing the BP. As anyone who actually plays baseball will tell you, it's easier to track a pitch coming from a pitcher's fluid human motions than a machine which simply shoots them out. And even with Motion Plus and its added control benefits, the game still feels a bit flaky. Now, it's priced to move at the price of $29.99, but it still feels like little more than a Motion Plus tech demo. Plus, I can take 300 pitches at a real batting cage for roughly the same price.